pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now do roll call. Trustee Clark? Here. Trustee Hannah?
Here.
Trustee Jesper is not here. Township Administrators and Public Works Superintendent, myself, I'm here. Chief Rayleigh? Here. Chief Jones? Code Compliance? Here. Public Works? Here. Warren Vargas?
All right, our next meeting will be March 17th, here at 3820 Cleveland Avenue. Motion to accept the agenda with flexibility.
So moved.
Second.
Trustee?
All in favor? Let's just do all in favor. Let's do this. All right.
There we go. How do you feel about that St. Patrick's Day meeting?
The what?
That St. Patrick's Day meeting?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Are we not going to be here?
Huh?
Are we not going to be here?
I was going to say, I mean,
Maybe
we
not
have
here.
some people that celebrate here.
Right. I'm all Irish, so I'm about that. Okay. So, which one do our speakers?
Yeah, I'm not gonna
And
my
get-
computer on, but that's okay. So we are gonna go ahead and kind of change a little bit, and we're gonna go ahead and have our speaker tonight, if you'd like to do some public comment. So I need to go to a
You
podium.
can speak right there.
You
or
can
if
speak
wanna
right
use the
there,
podium,
and
you can.
yeah, or Deborah can just turn it towards you so everybody can see.
Let's
Oh,
give
you
her
can
one of
sit,
these,
okay.
Let's give her,
Oh, yeah. Here, I'll give you mine.
oh, there's one back there.
Oh, mine is so loud.
Good evening, trustees. My name is Kenisha Cunningham, and I live at 1737 Huey Road. I'm here tonight because our neighborhood has a serious problem that only the three of you, absent one, can solve. Right now, residents in our community are dealing with completely unreasonable, disruptive noise that is ruining our quality of life. When we call the Clinton Township Police for help, they tell us their hands are tied. Because this board has not passed a specific noise resolution, our police legally cannot enforce basic noise limits or quiet hours. We are living in a pocket where the Columbus City noise rules don't apply, and our own township hasn't set any rules to replace them. That leaves residents with zero protection against loud and raucous disturbances that keep us awake and disrupt our homes. Under Ohio Revised Code, Section 505.172, the state gives this board the direct authority to adapt regulations to control noise in our residential areas. Many other townships across Ohio have already used this exact law to establish standard quiet hours like 10 p.m. to 7 a.m., giving their local police the tools they need to actually help their citizens. I am respectfully asking this board to do the same for us. Please add the drafting of a noise control resolution to the agenda for your next meeting. Our community deserves the right to peace and quiet, and our police need the legal backing to enforce it. Thank you for your time and your service to the township.
Thank you.
We'll discuss that, but then, since you read that from a prepared statement, would you mind submitting that to us so we have, like, everything that you quoted? Would you mind doing that?
I can,
All right,
yes.
thank you. So, is that what your officers are encountering, a lot of noise when they go?
Yes, so Assistant Chief McCoy had kind of an emergency here tonight. He's kind of been on the forefront for that, giving him projects to learn as we go in his mentoring. But yeah, we've talked to legal counsel about that. Officers have made several what we call bar checks over there, in time permitting. And
Yeah.
I've talked to the management of the establishment, so they are putting, they're closing off that front door entrance, I guess the people are coming in through the back, and they're also gonna put up some noise suppression, panels or whatnot in the front of their building,
Okay,
and are kind of been cooperative and opening to listening to what we're bringing to their attention. I think it was Valentine's Day, they had a big party, from what I've been told. In honor of being in cooperative and good business relationships, we've told them that it's causing an issue in the neighborhood.
okay,
They're aware of it, they're going to work with us on that, but I do believe going forward, we should at least get this resolution put together with legal counsel, and I've talked to them, Mr. Medley's talked to them, and kind of told them what we're up against sometimes. Typically, and I was sharing that with Cunningham earlier, on the west side of the township, we have residential areas with college kids
right,
that were throwing parties till wee hours in the morning with live bands and drums, and we've had to charge those folks with disorderly conduct, the owner of the house or the housekeeper. But this specifically deals with our bars and our liquor D permit holders.
okay,
It gives us a little more teeth, because if we do continue to have problems, we can go to the State Liquor Commission,
okay,
like the City of Columbus does, and their code enforcement, and actually shut them down.
okay,
So it would be a good tool for us to have, yes.
okay.
And also, it does cover residential too. And
To some effect, we did talk to, and I'm waiting back to hear from Chief Legal Counsel at Franklin County Prosecutor's Office on our VRBO rentals.
Right.
We've had a couple of those where we had shootings here in the last summer. Same City of Columbus had the same issue. That would also give us a little credence in dealing with those properties as well.
Right, okay. Good.
Yeah.
I think the one concern is that it would be a criminal offense.
Yep.
And if Airbnb or rental place is disturbing, the people who are disturbing it does not get the criminal charge.
That's the owner of the property.
So that's just something to consider when we do this.
Right, okay.
So there are no problems with us not being like a home rule, or
No.
we're allowed to set, okay.
Yeah, it's similar to our 50517 section we use for our parking violations.
Okay,
So what occurred is Julie, our legal counsel, DeBrocious, would draft that resolution for the board to pass. And then a copy would also then be sent to the Franklin County Municipal Clerk of Courts. They have to input it into their system, into their database for us to do that charge. It's typical when we do the parking citations under the Township 50517. The Clerk of Courts Office recognizes our resolution as being enforceable by law. It dictates it's a second-degree misdemeanor, and then they can process our charges written under that code because it is a township resolution with the court system.
okay. And I assume like if it was somebody just being a little, there's gonna be like a warning. I mean, not at a bar or something, but like say it's some college kids that after the Ohio State Michigan game are just a little loud and it's 1:15.
Well, yeah, get an opportunity.
You're not
to
gonna like
quiet down.
arrest them right away.
Yeah, it's similar, in the charging section for it, it's similar to disorderly conduct. You have to give a warning first if they're in violation. Whether we come back 2 minutes later or 20 minutes later, if we see the same behavior, then we'll regulate that.
Yeah, okay, okay. Oh, no, I think thank you for bringing this to the board and following up on this. I think it's.
Because I think it's pretty strict, is if the noise leaves their property.
Yeah, from the property line is the shortest. I know, I looked at what you sent to Assistant Chief McCoy. Some townships are 100 feet or 300 feet, but the actual law states at the property line. So their property line to the sidewalk in front of the business, if it's outside that parameter, then it's not just a common person heard the noise. It's strictly set by the ORC.
Okay, it's okay if I talk to those two?
I did
could
not
agree
see
or not agree. Could then, you work with legal counsel and Mike's help if there's questions about procedures that the police need to have in there to get that started?
Yeah, because we can have don't want to say variances, but we can have, what you call that? Like when we have our national night out, we play music and stuff like that, we
Yep.
would be breaking that ordinance. So
Oh,
there would
yeah,
be
exemptions.
Exemptions.
Okay.
There would be exemptions for different
I
functions.
mean, we wouldn't even mind if somebody let us know they're gonna have something that is some kind of, as long as it's not gonna go past 11 o'clock at night, like they're requesting.
Right,
Okay.
you guys are requesting like quiet hours, right? You're not,
Yes.
yes, you're not requesting that there's no
20,
noise ever.
24/7.
No.
Yeah,
Right,
so like we have the street parties at Waterford Distillery on the west side,
Yeah,
they're on Chambers Road, and those are usually done by 4 or 5 in the afternoon. Those are kind of early
Right.
afternoon events.
and those are kind of one-offs anyway, so.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you had something, yeah?
Yeah, I just wanted to speak to the business location. I went down there, and they have added a patio on the back of the business. They can't do that. They have to have a zoning certificate of compliance where they've added more space, number one, so they can't do that. And I checked with Franklin County zoning, and they've never applied for that. So their patio area is not allowed to be there. Now, I want to talk to Assistant Chief McCoy. He said that they've been very open to working with the police department. So if they were told that, they could make the adjustments. They can put in for a variance, but they have to do it the proper way to do that. And then as Chief Jones and I were talking, if they're serving alcohol in that area outside the D2 permit section, that's a violation of the Ohio liquor law, and they wouldn't be able to do that, which they'd have to have a variance for that. So there's a couple other things that we're going to pursue with them to try to get them in complete compliance for everything, as well as what you folks are bringing forward.
Okay, great. That's good to know too. Okay. All right, so
great.
our legal and if they need input from the police, are gonna help develop a resolution that we can pass to create quiet hours for the township.
And ironically, that will be passed on St. Patrick's Day.
So we need to come to St. Patrick's Day meeting.
If you'd like to,
Well,
yeah,
we should have a draft by then, so
Okay.
like I said, there may be some discussion stuff too then, so 2 weeks is pretty quick to get a turnaround or something like that. So.
Okay,
we get it done as quick as we,
okay, sorry,
Possibly
maybe
can.
not, but,
Yeah, absolutely.
there's a lot of, legal things you gotta go through, so we just wanna,
Understood.
all right, thank you so much.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, and you are welcome to stay.
Stay,
And
or you-
again, this is our first meeting of the month, and so it's just kind of informal. We're just kind of talking back and forth, so it's a great time to give
we call
input.
this a work session meeting, so.
Yeah, but we're not offended if you want to leave, though, so.
Just give a testimony. Just make sure we have testimony. Okay, next one is a resolution related to Township Administrator Settlement Agreement. I move that we declare, is that the right one?
Just read the bold letters right up on top of that. The next one.
This one.
Yep.
Okay, resolution approving the settlement of legal claims and authorizing the township administrator to execute a settlement agreement and release prosecutor $1,500.
So moved.
Second?
Trustee Hannah,
Yes.
trustee Clark.
Yes.
One thing I will need to complete that is the correct W-2. I asked for that for the meeting tonight, haven't got that yet.
Oh, you did. Okay, discussion on the community park improvement long-term planning. Dave, I know you and your team are working on that.
Yep, trustee Hannah and there's some others working on that. we're just trying to put together something so we can improve our parks. We may have to long-term is to, for a budget next year, is to put some money from the general fund just designated for the parks. That way we can start upkeeping our parks a little better, change out some of the equipment that's aging. It's gonna take quite a few dollars that first year, then we should be able to back off a little bit on the fund wise. But right now we have no parks funding whatsoever. We have no levy or anything for that, so this will be coming out of the general fund.
So we've had quite a few discussions, and which have been great. And then I went around the Case Road Community Gardens, and I did some door knocking and did some talking to residents about how they felt about the community gardens. And the one neighbor was she's like, oh, I was gonna send my son over there to kind of fix it up. And I said, well, we have people for that, like the food pantry box and things. There are a few people that say, oh, my grandkids play on the playground all the time. But if you live in the neighborhood, you know to go to the good park, which is over on yeah. And they said it's just got more equipment. And then I asked about the planter boxes, and they said, the one neighbor was saying, I tried to plant stuff there, and then everybody took it. And then another neighbor said, I plant stuff there so people can take it. So I think there's just a lot of not sure what's going on with that. So I think what we, assuming that the township is feeling like this is a property that we want to continue with and provide the service of this park, we would like to kind of spruce it up, kick it off with a kind of after our litter sweep, we would have kind of rally back there. I'll provide like some pizzas and things to have people come by, and just kind of talk over like, how would you get a plot? And Omar has been volunteered to get those all cleaned up, and I think that we would start off the season with, like cleaning up all those boxes, having topsoil. We would provide all that. People could sign up for those boxes, and if they didn't sign up for those, if enough people didn't sign up, then we'll just go spread some wildflowers and have a pollinator box that doesn't require any upkeep. But I think it's a really great opportunity. Definitely some new signage. We're talking about some just small changes right now. But that's what we would like to see as the beautification committee.
Veterans Park?
This is at Case Road Community Gardens.
Okay.
Yeah, so Case Road Community Gardens, I just know that it has been, I don't know if there's been formal discussion, but I've heard rumblings of, is this keepable? I think that's what we kind of need to discuss in this working meeting. Does anybody have any feelings that housing would be more beneficial to that? Or is this a service that we want to keep providing to the community and have this community park / garden there? Yes.
I'm not quite sure of the fall off that has occurred over there, but I know initially it was very lively, and we would actually have events over there quite frequently.
I think the fall off, possibly from what I'm just hearing, is the lack of a coordinator for it. So I volunteered to be the coordinator for it, and have people sign up through me. But I think that a former trustee was very involved in that, and is no longer involved in that. So I feel like maybe that's why it's fallen off.
I agree we need to have a point person, but I think that if we're going to be doing a lot of stuff, it should be coordinated through our grounds too, right?
Oh, right.
And
Like
maybe
grounds would take
Walmart
care of
maybe.
it. They could just
Yeah,
contact me
right.
to sign up
Okay.
for a plot. You know what I mean?
You-
Like I would, yeah.
Comfortable with that, or would you rather know them and let us know?
I'll take care of it.
Okay, so good.
There is a playground in the rear of this too, so it's just not community gardens.
And it's nice equipment.
It's some of
The
the newer
equipment,
equipment,
it's, yeah. It's not a lot, and so that's what I've been hearing from residents that I talk to. They wish that there was more, but I feel like we need to see more use before, you know,
Put
to
too
make
much
sure
into
this
it,
is,
yeah.
yeah.
I have to admit, I've never been over that park, so I
Mhm.
need to do that.
Yeah,
I need to do that research. Were you aware that, over in the University View, we have a community garden over there?
yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
And residents just plant stuff and then they just volunteer to take care of it with
Yes.
each other, they do that.
And I just think that there's not
I know,
anyone
I'm saying,
here. Yeah, I
it,
think it's
it
great.
does work somewhere else, so
Oh.
no reason to keep it.
Absolutely. I think that the discussion, though, that we just, before we move forward with, you know, looking at additional playground materials in the future and that kind of stuff is this park something that and keeping this park something that the township is committed to?
Okay.
Because I hear rumblings of maybe housing is more. Am I
Rumblings.
saying that right?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, wait,
there's an option to give it to the county to build a house on. That way there would be a house there instead of a park. And that was discussed last year whether we should do that, not brought up. It really didn't get any traction, but before we start committing to put, you know, funds into that as a park, you know, the board needs to reassure that's what we want to keep it as a park. Because we do supply water to that location and the township pays that
Okay,
fee.
I think that's something we need to put on our radar and maybe,
Yeah, right, because we are planning this event on April 18th, and so I don't want people to come and get all excited that we're redoing the community gardens, and,
if there's
you
not
know,
a commitment to do
if
something.
we're gonna then backtrack on that and be like, no, let's put a house there. So,
Yeah.
I just need, when trustee Jesper's back.
I would say I'd like to discuss it, but
Mhm.
we'll just have this discussion again if we,
Yeah,
so let's just move that to the next meeting if we could.
okay.
What's the Veterans Park part of it?
Dave, do you want me to talk, or do you wanna?
Yeah, we discussed maybe trimming some of the older trees there that's shading out the new trees that the township planted there 5 years ago. Then maybe cleaning up the fence in the back of the property and maybe extending that fence along the side where the residents are that live right there. Just kind of, if somebody wants to go in there and spend some time thinking about their past, you know, family members, that you're not sitting right there beside a house.
Yeah, and Dave was gonna try and get some estimates, at least, yeah, fence
Okay.
out this one side, because
Alright.
that house there is, yeah, but and we're gonna be putting in some planters and things, sprucing it up for the big rededication ceremony.
Okay,
Um,
we need,
so,
we need to appropriate a budget for that?
well, we will if we do fencing.
Okay,
Yeah.
then let's move that since we'll have a harder discussion if Jess is here.
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, we have a little bit of funding for beautification that we
Okay.
can buy some planters and stuff for.
And speaking of that, I'll just kind of piggyback on to the veterans bricks. So I have been asking for any help, residents that are watching. I've been to a couple of VFWs and American Legions, kind of more the Gahanna area, because we don't have any in the township, dropping off flyers, trying to find the veterans that live in the township, so they can get their brick. You know, we passed this great resolution that everybody can get a brick for free, that we will, a complimentary brick, but we need to find those people, and we need to do it pretty quickly, because we'd like those orders to be in by March 18th. So if anybody knows any veterans or another way that I can reach out, I'm going up to the Women's AMVETS
What about-
tomorrow, and,
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
oh no, I have a list, but I was
What
just
if we
kind
send
of.
out- I'm gonna suggest a postcard on another issue on here. What if we just
Mhm.
send out a postcard to the household in the township?
We'd have to get pretty quick turnaround on that, but.
I know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it doesn't take much to get a
Right.
postcard together.
I will say, I talked to Mrs. Lesher, whose dad, who she had purchased the bricks, and I stopped by her house and I then followed up with a phone call, and she was almost crying. She said her family is so excited. They're trying to bring her dad up here from Tampa to see his brick. He's 92, so she's very excited about the ceremony. So I think
Deborah.
it's gonna be great.
What ideas do you have to inform all our residents?
Well, unfortunately, because of the aggressive timeline that people need to order the bricks, which is, we said initially the 13th, but we changed it to the 18th because
Oh.
we're confident March, this month, because it takes 6 to 8 weeks.
Right, I understand that, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. How long might it take you to, simple text, you probably already have the idea, to get postcards printed and mailed out? Could you do it by Friday of this week?
No, I cannot. I have, with everything that I have going on right now, I would love to do that and have the luxury of being able to do it. But realistically, I would really need to maybe work with Dave to see what other priorities that I had mentioned in my email when I sent out my newsletter email
Right.
with all the initiatives that's going to be in the email that I'm currently crafting and developing and creating marketing strategies for. I would need to find which one needs to go either on the back burner or completely away in order to make that happen this week.
Deborah, what would need to happen for a postcard? It would just, like, because I met with Jason today down at, so Jason is the guy that does our printing downtown in the old Lazarus building, which was very cool. Like, they've redone it, it's all offices now. So if we had the, what happens with that? You send that to him, and then he has our mailing list? Is
No,
that-
I would need to create the postcard, the
Right.
visual and verbiage,
Yes.
create it. First of all, I need to find out what the turnaround time is. If we're not concerned about the cost and take it approximately with the last time we got quotes on the postcards, when we did postcards, get a cost, we'd have to, design and create, and then find out how long on their end it takes for them to process and mail.
Yeah. So,
Okay, simple postcard, but not a lot of images on it, just text. Maybe
I'd have
a
to
brick.
reach out.
How long would it
and
take
ask
you to
him.
create that though?
It's hard to say.
do we have a mailing list, or does Jason
We do.
have that?
I keep an
You have
updated
clip
mailing
art?
list.
Do you have clip art?
I was gonna say, like,
You can
I
put
have all the
images
tools to do it, but it's just the time, because it's not a 5 or 10 minute task. This will literally take several hours. And,
I don't think it should take that long.
well, I work with the program and the software on a daily basis to create flyers and posts, and all the imagery that you see on our website. So, unfortunately, to do something from scratch, like in this case, I can't use like the chat with the trustee postcard that we've used in the
No,
past.
I understand.
But I would need to take the time to conceptualize, put something together that's a good product, doesn't have to be perfect, and with the verbiage, unless somebody wants to do that piece for me with their ideas, then I can reduce that time and go in and create it using the software that I use and comfortable with and efficient at. It's not like I don't know what to do or how to do it. For me, it's all about the time.
I love.
And
Canva.
I've been communicating this for weeks and weeks and weeks, hence the intern that we're getting, because of the amount of the initiatives and events and the newsletter that I'm currently working on, and have a aggressive timeline with that I need to get pushed out. Then we have the beautification, and then all the other events and projects I'm working on. So today
You're
is
pretty good
the
at Word,
3rd.
Microsoft Word, are you pretty good with that?
Pardon me?
Are you pretty good with Microsoft Word?
Yes.
Because they have like postcard creator right in there that you simply enter the text, put a clip art in it. It'll print it with that on one side, we can put a label on the other side. And I don't know if that, for this brick thing, I don't know if we need several hours of production to get the word out.
It's on the sign up front as well?
It is.
It is on the sign. Have we gotten anybody?
Yes, I had a lady walk in today and paid for a brick.
Oh, and she paid?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah, I have her information,
okay.
so we can talk
It's a
about.
suggested donation, just for everyone. It's not, you don't have to pay.
So if I do it, in other words, if I do the postcard this week, something else is going to fall through the crack or suffer.
Well, I'm just wondering, it is currently what?
Yeah. I'm
March
just-
3rd?
I'm looking at the turnaround time.
Yeah.
If we get something out in the mail and they receive it by Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, then
Still get it before the 18th, right?
like I said, if they receive it by then they take a day or two to think about it, put it together, or we won't even get any returns back by the 18th. I think it's a squeeze, but are we gonna get a good bang for our buck?
Right. And I think that, I mean, if that, you're right, exactly. And I did do some research, and there are 3.1, according to the 2024 census, there are 3.1% of Clinton Township residents that are veterans. So, that's not a ton, but they're out there. I wish there was just like a place we can go. I went to like the veterans site, but you had to be a veteran to like log in and find people, so I couldn't do that. I don't know if,
What do you think we should do?
yeah, I
I
don't
guess
know.
it's-
I mean,
it's
that's
how-
why I'm going to the AMVets and stuff and
How
just handing
important
out
is it to
their.
us? How important is it to us that needs the message we need to send?
Right.
How important is it to Clinton Township to get,
I wish that it
Bricks.
could be included in the newsletter, but it can't be because that's coming out later, which is, I mean, if we got a post, and I know that Deborah is, putting it out there all the time on social media, but if you don't watch social media
right?
and you don't just randomly log on to the Clinton Township website or drive past, that's, I think, what I'm kind of looking for. It's like, I mean, I'm not opposed to a postcard. I mean, I love Canva. I could create one tonight, but,
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad idea, I'm just saying
Yeah.
to get it turned around before we have a big push for the 18th, I don't know whether that will happen.
Okay.
Will we get a bunch of coming in later? I would say yes, but,
and we
that's the date that they gotta have.
Can we do?
did build in a little buffer there.
So we can still put it
We do
in
the
the,
18th and then have like a, what's the buffer week?
We give
Okay.
ourselves a
And
little
then
buffer for
accept them up
stragglers.
until the 25th, that's 7 days after the 18th. And
I'm
then-
not making that decision.
Yeah.
Well,
I can't, but yeah,
I'm
that's,
asking you
I
if
mean,
that's
yeah,
Yeah, no,
doable on your end.
yeah,
Do you have any-
absolutely. I can do it in a newsletter. I can put the bricks on the newsletter
Oh, yeah.
and let people know about them and let them know they can order them, but they're not going to be ready in
right,
time
that's my
for
fear.
the ceremony. And I would love to be able to sit here and be like, sure, I can do the postcard, but I'm letting you know
Right.
realistically.
We want them,
Uh,
Omar,
something
once
else
we
would-
get the bricks, say 15 people come forward and order bricks. How much time do you need to get those installed before our rededication ceremony on May 25th?
About, what day is it?
Okay,
2 days?
so I'm counting back because I went and met with the people in Westerville that are doing them, and he said 6 to 8 weeks. So we'll say 6.
We'll tell him 6.
One,
Tell him 6
2,
weeks.
3, 4, 5, 6. That is, so if, yeah, 6 weeks is April 13th. So I feel like, when is the newsletter coming out, Deborah?
The newsletter goes to print by the end of March. So
Okay.
typically, I will send it to print,
Yeah,
like the 20th is what I have earmarked
Okay.
for March.
yeah,
So everybody, everybody traditionally waits till last minute. So
Yeah.
usually I'm pounding away, that few days before I send it to
yeah.
print. They take 7 to 10 days. So everybody has their newsletter typically by the beginning of April so they can get all the information for everything that's going on in spring and summer including the bricks and the Arbor Day, Earth Day event, the SOPAC presentations coming up, the community gardens, our litter sweep.
And do we have, do we have the ability, can we run cardstock through our printer here? Could
I
we
don't-
print?
I don't know,
could we
I've
print these
never
postcards?
used it for
If we didn't use
that.
color, could we print our postcards here? Or I could,
I don't know.
yeah, I'm just wondering if we had to send them out, or can we just,
I've never utilized the equipment
I'm
in
sure
that
we-
capacity,
It
so
could be
I
run
don't
on
know.
the Printer in the FO's office, it could be run on our printer in
I
the
feel like,
trustee's office, I'm
Yeah.
sure it could be run on with their.
so
That's
if we
voting
feel like that's a
card.
good, what do people think? Do you guys think that's, a postcard is gonna reach enough people, or are there not
It's you
enough
and I,
people
Dave,
that
they
we're
have to
worried
make up.
about?
You and I, Dave, they have to decide that.
I know, but I'm just asking for opinions.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
you
it's
guys know
definitely
people
gonna
in the
reach more people.
township.
It's definitely gonna reach more people, but if we get, I don't know whether we get a large response back before the deadline to make the break.
Headlines,
Which,
you know,
if
with
that don't,
flexibility.
just take that into consideration, if that's the only reason we're doing it, is to get, more bricks for this event, we may pick up a few more, but we're gonna get more bricks down the road afterwards, I'm sure,
Okay,
if
well
we
then,
send postcards out.
I guess maybe we hold off on that, put it in the newsletter, and then we're just probably gonna, once everybody knows, then we're gonna have to probably plan another celebration for the 100 more bricks that we're gonna get.
And honestly, the postcard concept, based upon the chat with the trustee postcards that we did a couple years ago, wasn't even a concept because of the negative feedback when we did the postcards last time.
Okay, all right.
All right, so I think, those of you at home, anybody that knows veterans, please reach out to them. Let us know, you guys, do you come across people like, and maybe even at the next produce market or something, we could have some, or if you know of anybody, have flyers, I'm happy to go by anybody's house. If you know of
We have flyers about the bricks.
Mhm.
We do, we have
We can
flyers.
hand those out at the-
We do have flyers, it's on the website, it's on social media, I've been regularly pushing it out on social media, it's on the sign. We've been, getting those in the hands of certain organizations and, folks that I know, and different, businesses in and around the township
I was
too.
considering going to McDonald's for if you know how they have the guys, old veterans that sit there at McDonald's in the morning. I was just thinking I'll stop by McDonald's. So that's, this is kind of what I'm asking for, where else can I
Okay.
go?
Now, if we get 100 bricks, it may take more than 1 or 2 days.
Yeah,
Right.
That's
It's okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
We can-
yeah. So,
We can
okay,
plan accordingly with that.
Because, we don't have the capacity right now to do 100 bricks. We've probably got 20 bricks back there to do.
great. I'm excited though. I think it's gonna be a great event. I think it's gonna be very meaningful to the people that are there. And, I'm excited. So, as soon as we get that fencing estimate, hopefully we can get that and make some decisions at the next meeting. So, that would be
All
great.
Thank you. All right, move on to the next thing, FO. Okay, I move to declare the office of Clinton Township Fiscal Officer vacant effective April 14th, 2026, and to authorize Chair David Clark to prepare and execute all necessary documents in connection with this vacancy.
So moved.
Oh, you have to second.
Second. Oh, I second.
Right.
Okay.
Trustee Hannah,
Yes.
trustee Clark.
Yes. Okay, now also related to that, and I'm gonna get back to postcards, this one we have to do, and we need to figure out how to do it. We have to be able to get out. We have to get out to every resident as soon as it can get into their mailboxes. That the FO's position is open, and every resident has the knowledge that it is, and social media and those posts are only good for the people that look at the website and the internet. So, I'm requesting that she find time in her schedule to create a postcard.
For advertisement of the,
Right, we already have the text,
Vacancy.
that's already been developed, it's just kind of putting it onto a postcard and getting it out. And I know the cost is costly, but it's something that has been done when other offices have been vacated. It was done, I think, when Carl Reardon left, I know it's been done then, and maybe other offices too, where it was announced to every resident through a postcard everybody got. 'Cause unless we can guarantee another way that everybody's gonna get something in their home, I don't know if we have any way of saying that we, because what we don't want is we don't want residents to say, I never knew that, you never let me know that. I
Well, you're
could've
always
been
gonna
in
have
it,
that.
How did
So
we get
far,
the word
we've,
out?
so far, I think we have 3 potential people that's interested in it. And the
Okay,
posting's just been out one day,
okay.
so,
And you can probably, you guys have got history. I also was told that by not only Deb, but other FOs that I talked to at OTA, that when you have to appoint somebody, more times than not, they'll quit and you end up like appointing 2 or 3 before one sticks.
I've never had that issue occur.
Okay, good. Okay.
and we,
No, I can name all the fiscal officers we've had over the years, but I know Bobby, John Katzman, Deb. Becky
Maybe it's
Christian.
just something in those townships of people I talked to, they said that
Katzman, I said Katzman.
similar things and
He did.
sometimes there's 2 or 3 appointments for somebody, it's like, or they do it and they go, I don't want to do this.
you know, I've had that discussion with other administrators that they went through 2 or 3
Okay.
FOs just because they want the job until they find out what it details.
Okay,
That can happen.
And they don't, you know, they don't want that commitment.
right.
Like I said, we have one candidate right now who's willing to step in and to finish this term out,
Yep.
if need be, if we don't find somebody suitable. So, we just need to decide when we want to put a deadline.
I'm taking application resumes. I've just been asking people to send us a letter of intent and their resume, because then at least we have something to go off. They don't have to have financial background, but at least we'll have some kind of concept of their work record and that kind of thing.
And once again, I'll stress, you know, our mailing system over here isn't the best.
Right.
The turnaround time, are we looking at a week, week and a half, 2 weeks before we get anybody coming back from a postcard?
Oh, I got a better
So-
idea.
I mean, that's,
Is there a way you can email every resident? Do you have an email list of residents?
No. I only have an email list of the people that sign up for our e-subscribe. So
It's
they,
like,
how many residents is that approximately?
how many signed up for e-subscribe? Less than 20.
Oh, okay.
And I'm one of them,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
because like, I already had Morgan Green put out in the UVCA newsletter, so she's got the word out to a couple hundred over on the west side.
Okay.
I'm just wondering, that's another effective communication tool. What can we do to start gathering emails? Can you put a little blip in your newsletter that we'd like to be able to get
Mhm.
information out quicker? And then give like your email or a generic email address, like info@Clinton Township, that they can submit their,
There's a sign up button on the website.
Yeah, there's, I periodically push that information out
Okay.
for people to be aware that they can go paperless and all of the different alerts that they can sign up for, including the newsletter. And I typically, you know, will push that out right around, like, you know, a few weeks before, a month or so before newsletter time.
Okay, all right.
And then again, and then after I publish the newsletter, I'll let people know again, like, hey, you know, this is still a thing. And then it garners a few more subscriptions, but that's in order for me to push out, I need to have that information, which requires me to constantly, you know, push that information out to let people know, to be aware. that
Which
this
kind
is
of brings up our, moving down just, but we'll come back. The magnets, today I went down to the Lazarus building to our printer and just gave him a sample magnet weight that will be included into the newsletter that will have the website on it. And so hopefully that will generate a little more people going to the website to kind of see what it is, and as soon as you get there, you can see that you can subscribe for things. So we'll come back to that in a few minutes, but I want to throw that in there.
Since you're the administrator, I'm just gonna ask that you facilitate and delegate the urgent collecting of emails as soon as, like, put in a newsletter and just like kind of make that a priority that we start getting that so we can push notices out and we don't have to talk about postcards anymore.
I've seen it on the Neighborhood Watch site too, for, yeah, and I can push it out to some Cook Road people.
Yeah, yeah, and I have a couple residents or handful of residents that share a lot of the information that I put out.
Yes,
Mhm.
yeah, I saw Lisa had,
North Linden.
yeah,
So there's two different sites for that.
perfect.
Okay.
Wonder if we can expand into text messages. I know a lot of residents are reluctant to give their phone numbers out, but if we could have a list of
That's a good idea too.
text messages, phone numbers, we could send a text message out.
That would probably require
So
some
when we
type
get
of
that
a
from the
mobile
county-
app.
So we get that from the county. Where does the county get everybody's text messages? When we get weather apps, weather texts?
I don't know.
They actually sign up for those.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, everybody's got to sign up. for
Okay.
it.
There are community alerting softwares out there that we talked about several years ago, trying to get something to do with mass notifications for non-emergent issues like we're talking today.
What did you call it? Community what? What did you say?
It's like a geofencing system that would only alert Clinton Township residents,
Yeah,
the east and west side, or the city of Westerville residents only.
Mhm.
And a reverse 911 system, they have that capability, but there's other methods of doing that kind of, I guess, reverse
Okay.
texting.
And there's a program, something we can purchase to get that?
there's several softwares out there.
That's
Like
okay.
right now, Chief Jones and I, we can go through Franklin County and put out an emergency alert
Okay.
in our area.
Yeah.
But, that was 6, 7 years ago, we were looking at the software
Okay.
for that stuff.
If I come and like see you next week, can you give me some ideas of what that software is or?
Yeah,
Okay, thank you. All right.
And when I was doing all the research on the 16 other townships in Franklin County and their websites and stuff, a lot of them had, and Deborah and I had talked about how to beef up that kind of mailing list, that we could get a, mailing list out where we could just send them things like, oh, don't forget, it's this.
Yeah, we
and
looked at
like a
things
weekly-
like what we received through Morpsey. They'll send emails and it'll have several different items of activities or events or workshops going on. We barely brushed the surface on that because, again, this is, something where we have to decide what type of, a vendor we want and the cost and to send out emails where people, again, we
Emails
need
and
their
text.
email to do it.
Right.
Right.
Okay, so we'll look into emails and text then.
Mhm.
All right, let's go on to D. Township building and insurance update. What's going on with our insurance?
Okay,
Maybe,
yeah, we had some, give some background to it. With the large snow amounts that we had here in the last few weeks with the snowstorm, we ended up having some ice dams build up on our building and ended up penetrating the roof and getting through the ceiling in several areas in the township. So we got a claim together. We had to have a company come in and tear out all the drywall, the ceiling tiles, insulation, and kind of stop any creation of mold through the township. So we got that taken care of. The next step is to have another company come in and rebuild it And at first, the insurance was kind of, well, I don't know whether it's gonna be insurance claim or not, but now it seems like it is, ice dams will be
Oh,
covered.
good.
So the insurance is gonna cover it. He was supposed to come, the one agent was gonna be here Monday, but with the snow on the roof and stuff, because we still need to get up and look at the structural integrity of the building now, or the roof. If there's issues with the roof, that will have to go through our legal counsel to get that corrected with the contractor. The insurance will not cover a new roof. It'll cover the damage, but
And it's a 7-year-old roof? Is that correct?
yeah, 7 to 8 year old should not be having these issues.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a discussion for another night.
Yes, we're trying to get everything together for our attorneys, and
Okay.
it's a process. But like I said, right now, we got all the mediation done on the water damage itself for now.
Okay. Now you can talk about your PR campaign for the mission statement.
Okay, again, we met, the three of us, Deborah and Mr. Medley and I, and we have identified areas that we want the mission statement to go on. The full mission statement. Mr. Medley was getting some quotes on that, to have a couple here in this building as well as over at 999. We identified where we wanted those to go. So as soon as we get those quotes back, we'll move forward with that. We do feel strongly that we need some kind of shorter mission statement for going out to the public. And then we want to figure out a time where we can do like an official rollout. So again, I had shared with the other trustees the taglines, and I will not put them out, but I will read them and get some thoughts. These would be things that we could, small enough to fit on a magnet is basically what we're looking for. So let me get this up, and then I can just kind of bring my phone around and show people.
You gotta-
Oh, can I, yeah, just pull this cable up? Sure, that'd be great.
Yeah, I think you just plug that right in
Yeah, great,
to your laptop.
yeah. Perfect, okay.
I think you have to change it to
Remember which HDMI?
I think it was 2.
Showing anything? Yeah. Okay, again, I am no, but I don't have it yet. Okay.
There we go.
There we go, okay. These are just a couple ideas for magnets. So these were taken from Deborah's kind of put in our mission statement, and the wonderful AI kind of came up with a few different combinations of things. So one option might be resilient. So our full mission statement, does somebody help?
I have it right here.
Could you read it for us?
Sure. Our mission is to serve our community with unwavering resilience by delivering exceptional, responsive, and reliable services built on trust and integrity. We are committed to fostering an environment where everyone feels heard, valued, and supported, creating positive experiences, adapting to challenges with strength and flexibility, and building a township that grows and thrives together.
Okay, and so as you can see, this was adopted last year. It is a very comprehensive mission statement, so we are looking for something that is just kind of a little bit smaller, just to fit on a magnet. So we have a couple different options but these are can easily be trashed and come up with something else. These are resilient today, thriving tomorrow. We are stronger together, or together we serve with heart, adapt with strength, and build a thriving Clinton Township where everyone belongs.
You guys just brought up, that's not our correct.
That's what I was just looking,
Is
that's
that
not
our
our,
correct what?
that's not
Township is
our,
spelled out.
this isn't our. That's not our.
Oh,
Instead of
that's not-
TWP.
I looked at that,
that's
like,
me.
that's why I was just looking on my
That's
phone,
me.
like,
Yeah, okay.
Somebody
I
might
would
type
fix
that,
that.
it's not gonna hit our like.
I would fix that. Again, this was me.
I was just looking that up before I said something. I didn't think.
I may have been watching Bridgerton at the time.
Okay.
I'm making this.
AI again, messed up.
So, okay, that would be corrected. These are just do any of these, like, strike you as, oh, I love that tagline? Or
I like the middle one.
the middle one, we are stronger together?
Then there's another one, I sent out an email that, we are Clinton. Just, we are Clinton.
I like that one too.
Okay. Anybody else? Chief Jones, got anything?
The We Are Clinton, the North Linden organization uses that similar tagline, we are North Linden, or we are Linden.
Okay.
I like the We Are Stronger Together. I think that has a nice sound to it.
Okay.
It's,
All working towards a goal.
in the police mission statement, because we work not only with residents, but with our business partners, so it's kind of bringing everybody in the community together, so I think being that together,
Okay.
so everyone's included maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm okay with that one too.
Omar?
Like it as well. I think it's kind of short to the point, but it, brings the idea that we're all united, we're strong, we're
Okay.
united,
Cunningham?
Representing all residents.
The voice of Clinton Township.
We differ, but I like the middle one.
Yeah. Okay, so let me ask you this. Is there a comma there or is there not? Should there be a comma there?
We're the teachers.
I'm very anti-Oxford comma, so
Anti what?
Oxford comma, like I would not put a comma
No, I
there.
don't think we should.
I say get rid of it.
I would agree. It's
Get
not
rid of the
needed.
comma?
Yeah.
I don't think we do. Okay.
Which one did you like, sir?
I liked the third one, but that's a lot.
Yep.
But I was better to agree with my wife, so I'm.
I 100% agree. I really like the third one. I like what it says. I think it says everything. It is a lot. And are people going to read that? Like, you don't remember that, but I do really like it.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to, like, making magnets of one and still, like,
And have
do
it-
something else and include that third one
Mhm.
in something else.
Yeah. Okay. And as far as magnet goes, do we like just simple like this? Do you want a circle? Do
You
want
get
a-
samples, you say you're gonna.
Yeah, I have a sample
Let's
of
wait to see the
wait.
sample. Yeah.
Well, I have just the
Okay,
sample of the
sample,
magnet
okay.
weight.
Okay.
Yeah, just of what kind of magnet she'll use. So we just have to decide on the design, if we want it circle, if we want it 2x3. You weighed out 2x3, but
Can we get the magnet like in the shape of a house?
yes,
Like what's in our actual logo?
absolutely. Yeah, we can shape
And that subliminally
and have it just,
evokes community in and of itself, having that house shape.
have it just
Let's
for
get
the
it
house.
quoted because they're gonna have to use a special die cut.
She'll charge the same, and our quote for the magnets are 41 cents. That was for a 2x3, but even with the cut, she'll do that. But if we go bigger than 2x3, it might be more.
Yeah.
But full color, 2x3, 41 cents a magnet. And so what will happen, and Deborah will send our newsletter out to print, then we will pick those up, and we will take those to We're actually gonna take them to my old school that has a print shop run by people with developmental disabilities. And they will stuff the magnets. Then we will take them back to the Lazarus building because they can't legally stuff the magnets, but then they will seal them and post-it clear them and send them out. So, and they'll do this job very quickly.
They design postcards.
We've got, so I will talk to her about the house. Does
I
everybody
actually
like the
like
house?
the round one very well.
The what?
I like the round
I
one.
like the round too.
You like the round one?
Yep. Because, I mean, so many of the magnets I've seen, you get the business card shaped ones, but to me, the round one just kind of
Right,
steps out for you.
yeah.
Okay.
And that you do use the round right up there too, and it does have the house in it.
So if we, I mean, it would be
Just the
easier to
thought.
do the round
It
because
should
then
be
you'd
okay.
get the whole logo in. The only problem with the house shape is we're gonna be cutting off the trees and everything to do the house shape. Unless we just do a house shape with the actual logo in it.
Like the magnet would be house
The
shaped.
magnet would be house shaped and then like the realtor ones
Yeah.
that you get sometimes.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be
I'll
on
have her
Hart Road
mock
if
them-
nobody
I'll
likes
have her
my
mock them
idea.
both
I
up.
like the round, but yeah.
I'll have her mock them both up and send these out, but I will need responses pretty quickly. Because we're gonna have to get these printed and then have them ready the minute they come off the printer in the envelopes for stuff.
It sounds like we can do it at the next meeting. She said, they're not
Yeah.
going, the letters aren't going out till the end.
Oh, that's true.
March.
Yeah, I'll have the mock-ups at the 17th, but I will, everybody like the round?
Yes,
Or
Yeah, I think
that
with the
I'll
round,
do
you
them
can get the Clinton Township edged out.
spelled out,
right,
not going to Clinton
yeah,
Township, Michigan. Got
yeah.
it.
Look just like that. The house is on that one anyway, so yeah.
Got that one. Okay, so I'll have her mock up a round and a house. And leaving out the comma and correcting the address. All right. And
All right.
everybody okay with white? So our color pops?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. Very exciting.
All
This
right.
is exciting. And hopefully this will drive people to the website. They can sign up for the emails. We can build an email list. All will work out.
Chief, do you want me to read that motion or you gonna read it?
I can.
Oh, I gotta do it anyway, I gotta do like so moved, all right. So I move to approve the amendment to the OSU Medical Directors Agreement and allow Chief Fraley to execute said agreement.
Second.
Trustee Hannah,
Yes.
trustee Clark.
Yes. I'll let you read these guys' names.
Okay. Request a motion to hire Jerry Groves, Tyler Hall, Brian Hupp, Dan Mercer, Brady Poston, and James Shelley as part-time firefighter paramedics at $20 an hour, effective upon completing backgrounds and physicals, to be paid from funds 2111, 220, 100, and 2281, 230, 100.
Second?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice second.
Trustee Hannah,
Yes.
trustee Clark.
Yes.
And real quick with flexibility, if I could.
Yeah,
I just received an email this afternoon at 3 o'clock that was addressed to Dr. McAllister, our medical director, and I. Congratulations are in order. I'm writing to inform you that the Clinton Township Division of Fire will be presented the Michael R. Dick EMS Agency of the Year Award during our 2026 Controversies at EMS Conference on March 20th, 2026.
Wow, congratulations.
March 20th.
Under your leadership, Clinton Township is constantly striving to improve medic knowledge and patient care. Thus, it was an easy decision for the Center of EMS to make.
Could you, I'm writing the minutes for this meeting, could you forward me that?
I'll forward you the email.
Got it, thank you. So I
That's
get the
wonderful.
award correctly.
Pretty
Okay,
Yeah,
thanks.
congratulations. That's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Yes, all around. And so is this a conference that they're, or just like?
It's an all-day EMS conference that I already signed up for, and then this came this afternoon. So
Great, that's
Awesome.
awesome.
Will any of your other guys be able to go, or?
I think about half our department's going to be there.
Oh, that's
A lot of guys sign up for these conferences all the time.
Okay.
That's right, during the local officials conference downtown.
But then the other
That's
issue,
18th, 19th, and 20th down there.
I don't know what time of day they're gonna
Okay.
do the presentation,
Okay.
but I'll let you know the closer it gets, if you guys would want it.
Yeah, that'd be
Just have somebody who take pictures so we can,
Yeah.
Lots of pictures will happen.
good, great. All right. H, like to request a purchase order for Motorola Solutions for 3 replacement radios in the amount of $19,012.53 from line item 2081-210-430 pursuant to Chief Jones. Anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, these radios that we're replacing, they're about 14 years old. And we were doing some upgrades to our system with the state mark system. And these are out of service life. So they can no longer be serviced. So Motorola's offering a rebate right now for the 3 old radios. We trade those in a save township about $3,000 on this purchase. So without that, getting this done before March 15th saves us about $3,000 on that purchase.
That's awesome. Great, thank you
Great.
for being on top of that.
So we have to have a purchase order done by that, you know?
That's what we're doing
Okay.
tonight. If I can get both trustees to sign that
Okay,
purchase
we'll
order.
do that.
And then that second one is for the microphones for the radios.
All right.
Okay, second?
Trustee Hannah?
Yes.
Trustee Clark?
Yes. Do we need it for the second one too? The vote? Dave?
Yeah, you want to go ahead and read it off?
All right. Request purchase for order for Motorola Solutions for portable wireless mics for portable radios in the amount of $6,237.66 from line 2081-210-430 per Chief Jones.
Second?
Trustee Hannah?
Yes.
Trustee Clark?
Yes. All right. I'll let you ask for your fund transfer. Undo J.
Police Department requests general fund transfer of $750,000 into the police fund for year 2026. This has been kind of the same thing for the last 3 years. Not that we're going to use it up front, but like last year, moving on to the next item, it sets that money in place in the police in case we have an emergency situation come up or we get a couple cars that get wrecked that we would need to purchase cruisers right away, waiting on insurance.
Motion.
So moved.
Second?
Trustee Hannah?
Yes.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
And last thing we have is the police department requests to move $500,000 into a purchase order for Exxon camera contract into Fund 2081-210-360 for contracted services.
So moved.
Second?
Trustee Hannah?
Yes.
Trustee Clark?
And
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
this is just for residents.
I was just gonna say, could you speak a little bit? I'm so excited about these.
Oh, yes. So we're actually going to be doing a news media release here probably within the next month or two. So we're one of the first agencies here in Central Ohio that have the new Exxon camera system. It's Exxon Value 4. It has AI built into the camera along with a digital interpreter. So right now, if we encounter someone that we don't understand what language they're speaking, we have to call down to the dispatch center, who then calls OSU and tries to find that particular dialect or language. It's very frustrating. The new Exxon system with the AI technology, when we pull up at a scene somewhere or with EMS, that camera system will detect the dialect and language that it's picking up and translate for us. And right there on the scene. We had them come and do a demonstration here from Axon, and it was this scenario, it wasn't a scenario, it was a real life situation in Texas, where a gentleman was actually robbed, and he was running away from the scene. They thought he was the suspect, so the police stopped him. As soon as he starts communicating, they find out he's actually the victim instead of the wrong situation occurring, and they were able to de-escalate that situation in seconds and actually go after the person that was committing the crime instead of the victim. So out here in Clinton Township, we have many different languages we deal with. Nepalese, Somali, Hispanic, and the different dialects that go with some of these languages. So somebody that may be fluent in Spanish may not understand a different dialect from a different region of Mexico or South America, and sometimes we run into that issue. So this is a big benefit to us in working with the community. So once we get this up and running, we just got all the cruiser cams installed in the police cars. So this upgrade is going to be coming into play here within the next month or two. And Axon's actually going to come. We're going to do a press release so that people know we have these now. So Columbus and some other agencies that are a couple years behind in their programs, they're going to have to wait until they get a new contract come up. But we were able to do this, and technology-wise, it helps us out because we are a smaller agency. So it's going to be a big benefit to the department and the community with us having that availability.
Could I ask you what you said at the beginning? I think I got it. One of the first law enforcement departments in the county.
Yeah, there are some, Blendon Township's the second behind us right now. They're getting their car cameras fitted
And
now.
one of the first isn't saying you are the first.
Yeah, and just for history, we were the first in Central Iowa to have body cameras in 2014. I started that program. We had officers that actually wanted them. So before they mandated it as a law and other agencies kicked in, we were one of the first in Central Iowa to have body cameras. So that technology we've had in play before most agencies here in Franklin County. When you're looking at Westerville, Gahanna, and all those other ones. So I'm pretty proud of that with things that we've done here.
Okay, great.
And lastly, our end of year report is out. I gave trustees a copy. I believe Deborah has it to put out.
It's on the website.
And there are copies on the back table for anybody in the community that wants them. We have about 20 or 30 of them, so they're here. People want to take a look at them and see what we do and what we have to do with.
Awesome.
So,
They can be picked up here in the office, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
They could be.
I said they can be picked up.
Yes,
here.
yes,
And
yeah.
I got my-
If they want a paper copy, we have them.
Okay, got it.
I got my fingerprints done today, finally.
All right.
So, finally made it down there in a day.
You didn't let Joe
A few
take it?
minutes. No, I just
Okay.
went down. I parked illegally. Didn't get.
So did he,
it was
but-
good.
All right.
In the new sheriff's office, so.
Further chance for public comment? Anything else? Okay. Okay.
Yes, you have a, is there any way that you can get the company to put that on our phone so we can talk to people? I'm not getting my taxes back.
Chief Grant, they have these things in the fire department. You want to talk about those real quick?
Actually, it was trustee Tiffany Hanna that gave us the knowledge about a device called Pocket Talk. Handheld, like your phone, it's got 250 languages on it. It doesn't identify the language. You have to know what language you need to translate to. Or you can actually pull up flags and they can pick a flag. Again, over 200 flags are on there. But very simple to use. We just learned about them a week ago from trustee Hannah, and they're now in operation on all of our trucks. Guys use
You got those really
The
fast.
separate.
Yeah, Amazon's amazing.
Okay.
It is true, yes, and I think that,
What's the cost of something like that?
$200 each.
Okay.
and we're looking at getting those for the front office.
Yeah, Brian wanted to test it out, see how they work first. Says they're working great, so we want to order a couple, so we can have, he said, at a meeting here, front office, Public Works. So we would probably order 2 or 3.
They have at the produce market, the chat ladies that check people in.
Yeah,
I had them using them. It had a positive feedback from
that's
them.
great.
That's awesome.
So
Great.
Just
Yeah.
get the post office to okay the purchase, right?
You
Or-
use all the time.
on Amazon,
Or
they're
figure
actually
out
about
how way to
$230.
write it off your
So
taxes.
they come preloaded with 2 years of data. Once the data plan runs out, then you have to purchase more data to go back on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, can't beat it. Works well.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, we actually used to use those at my school district. I'm a retired teacher. And so I was actually here in the office and a gentleman ran in trying to tell us that there was someone in the middle of Cleveland Avenue. So we're like running out, but we had kind of a language barrier and we were like, he's what? Like where? So I just ran out into the street looking for the guy, like following him. But I was like, that would be really handy to have that right here. It would have been so. And then came into like can you tell our residents about like the OSU clinic?
So we partnered with OSU Emergency Physicians about a year ago. We've been looking to have a free health clinic set up here at the township for a long time. We've partnered with different organizations over time. But now we have the OSU Emergency Physicians. We're offering free healthcare sessions at least once a month where they have 1 or 2 ER docs here and some nurses from the ER that volunteer their time. They can do complete checkups, physicals, write scripts, and do everything, and it's completely free. They don't ask for insurance information or anything. But that was also another reason why we got into the Pocket Talk is we had a family show up that we had to call an interpreter service for. So to make that a little easier, we'll be using those devices also.
Great. Dan, is there any update on the zombie house, zombie house hunters? Have you heard anything?
No.
I'm so excited
No.
about this.
Like I said before, the home was put up for sale.
Yeah.
Outside of the original group that went in there, I haven't seen that it's been sold. And, I haven't heard anything more about that show coming on to,
Yeah. How
We had a home over on Sale Road. The lady that was there was a hoarder, had been in the hospital and subsequently passed away. It went into probate, and the family members were fighting over how much money they were going to divide over out of the proceeds of the sale. Well, in the meantime, it did get sold, and a production company went in and they filmed the complete redoing of the home. They put in a finished basement, they have 3 bathrooms in it, and so they actually have a whole show that they're going to be putting out, like on Discovery or one of those. So we were asking them about what it was like, and they said, well, it's like the zombie house flippers. So they didn't even have a title for it or anything yet, but so at some point that's going to be coming on the air. So we're excited to see that come around. And they did a fantastic job with the house. I mean, it's very, very nice. So.
Do you think we can contact them? I really want to. I think we should have a viewing here. I mean, we have this great screen, we have popcorn. I mean, I feel like.
I have the name of the guy who's the general contractor. I can think of him. And I'll call him and see if I can find something out about it.
That'd be great.
I'll see what I can do.
You serve zombie food, not
Exactly, yeah, that's so true. I feel like we should do this up. I think this is really fun that,
You're in charge. You're in charge of the
Clinton
zombies.
Township's on this,
You're
so.
the Clinton
Yeah.
Township zombie designated. All right.
Okay, great.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Got it. 7:20.
All right, thanks for coming. Please come back sometime. Well, come back and we'll.
So your neighbors, how effective your testimony went.
Yes, they'll be very excited, I'm sure.
And then if I could get those, so I could include in the minutes.
Yes, she's gonna email.
Yeah, got it.
All right, thank you. I just need those 2 purchase orders. I
Okay,
gotta get
let
that
me do
stuff
it.
going in the
Here I
morning.
go, signing.
And then I'll be out of here.